If you're seeing this on September 7th or even the days or weeks after, listen up, because this Pisces full moon that's happening today is heavy and it's important, and it's a time for you to really go within, because there are super intense karmic endings happening in our lives. Do you have heavy Pisces 12th house placements, even Virgo or Leo? And where does it sit in your chart? That can be good to look at, but this is a time overall, just if you are a human being, this is a time where you're going to be faced with a lot of inner stuff, emotions, turmoil, tension that you're not going to be allowed to bypass anymore. You're going to have to learn how to sit still with this. Don't try to go all in, push, chase, manifest these next couple of weeks, because that's not what this is for. This is about figuring out, going within, how can I stop resisting? How can I be more in my feminine energy? What can I let go of? Because if I don't, the universe will let go of it. Your cycle might be off. Also, ironically, it's a blood full moon. I got my period unexpectedly. Literally got the worst flu starting yesterday. If you can tell, I've kind of been resisting. I've been pushing and pushing and pushing, and I think my body is just saying no. This is not a time, these next September, not really the greatest time for manifesting. This is a time to pull things in by aligning, but first by letting go. You're not gonna manifest right now if you are not letting go of everything that needs to be let go of. If you have heavy placements like me, you might be feeling, just like I am, that it's quite literally your entire identity you need to let go of. But maybe that's actually what's supposed to happen right now, but that's terrifying to think about, because you're so used to, this is how I'm holding on, this is my nervous system, this is my survival pattern, then how do I just let go of that? I think that is what September is about, figuring out without resisting it. So many people are talking about locking in, the great lock-in phase right now. I'm calling it that September is the great reset before the lock-in, because this is a transitional period for most of us in the world, right? And on TikTok and on YouTube, I will be posting every single day about tools, stuff I'm learning, how we can kind of flow throughout September, how we can start letting go and build new pillars. And then when we get into October, we can start locking in. I have a feeling like even though it's going to be winter, I have a feeling like there's just way better things coming from October onward. Take the astrology and the more woo-woo stuff out of it. The best thing you can do right now is just stop fighting, stop chasing, get out of whatever loop or habit you have a tendency to be in right now. Take time and space for yourself, because most likely there is something in the undercurrent of your own being that consistently tells you someone needs to be let go of. And again, if you're like me, maybe it's a life overhaul, which we are going to be talking on from now on my TikTok, about how to actually start rewiring and changing your life when it doesn't look like the way you want to live it. Light some candles, burn some incense, get into your receptive state. Do not expect this to be all nice and flowy for like 99% of you, even if you don't have that much Pisces, because this is a time where you need to let go. Huge endings, probably things you've been feeling that needs to be let go of for years. I don't think this is going to be like shocking endings. I think these are karmic that have needed to happen for so long, and you're going to be shown exactly where you are resisting and fighting against. That also means that this is a time to accept that before this great lock-in, before the manifesting, there is the death, there is the reset, there is the grieving. I don't know about you, but I feel such heavy emotions and such grief right now for certain connections I'm trying to let go of, for parts of me I'm letting go of, for limiting beliefs, the fact that I'm taking action on who I want to be, the fact that I am studying how to change because I really genuinely want to change. That's scary for the part of me that has been so comfortable in the identity I've had so far, especially as a 12th house stellium. It's intense because I prefer to hide. I prefer to just think all of these things for myself instead of actually putting it out in the world. Yet when I do, that's also where I get all the tension, all the friction, all of this stuff that then ends up becoming a way for the universe to hit me with a tower moment where I am forced into that death, right? So we might as well initiate it ourselves. And even do it with an open mind and open heart as much as you can, truly allowing yourself to believe that the universe supports you in whatever needs to come after.